G'day world, Oliver Jones here. Good to see you all. Thanks for stopping by. Today we're talking about an interesting piece of work, a very different piece of work for our team. See, you've been watching this show and it's all about demons this, demons that, bad guys this, bad guys that. Well, I knew there would be a time where we started to integrate into the more positive end of the earth. And we stepped on that over that line this week. We were called to Palenque. I don't know if any of you know what Palenque is. It's a Mayan temple complex and the largest one by far. I think it covers 10 square kilometers, that place. And when I was in Mexico, more than 10 years ago, I did a tour of all of those spots. And they're all very interesting, but the Pope of the Mayan calendar crew on the solstice of December 2012 chose Palenque as the site in which to host their major ceremony. I was lucky enough to be there, as fate would have it. And two things happened. One, a whole series of doors, series of portals opened up, and we were able to capture a package that had been waiting 5,125 years for that series of doors to open. And it was to do, the Hindus call them yugas, and the Mayan calendar guys have a calendar that spans 5,125 year events. It's the same event. It's where the Earth crosses the galactic equator, and then it goes to the zenith, and then to the equator, and then back down to the nadir, and then back up to the equator. And we were just crossing the equator on that date. And the other thing that happened was I was knighted by Gaia. I was given a job for her. I was a special guy, or whatever you want to call it, but I was given military and espionage jobs for her on the astral planes ever since. And I think I'm doing okay at it. And I've had a whole bunch of different job titles in between here and there, and that blessing will be available to the public very, very soon, to where you can commit your allegiance to Gaia, because who else would you commit it to? There's no other deity who's worth it at all, even close. But the mission we went on was to go to Palenque, and we revived 6 forgotten gods. Like, there was a little bit of dark magic, not tons of it, holding the place down. I expected there to be more, but clearing that was quite easy. And then we revived 6 different deities who are still dancing through the ruins, as far as I can tell. So I wondered what was afoot and what the game was. So that's when we took the intelligence of Palenque, or the temple complex, or the throat chakra of the world, and had a conversation with it, because very, very important. Now, you may want to have a look at this map. This is not my map. This is written by a guy who I think has died since. His name is Robert Kuhn, and I've checked out several of the locations on his map, and I verify that the ones that I've personally been to are tier 1 global ley lines. Now, if you're Australian, the Aboriginals call one of their ley line the rainbow serpent, the one that goes through Australia, and the other one, the Mexicans call the rainbow feathered serpent god. So what we're talking about is these 2 giant snakes that crisscross across the world. And yeah, and you'll be entertained by that. This map speaks the loudest to me, because you can see just how many internationally sacred sites are dotted on this map, which, when you look at it, you look at the who's who, or the where's where of sacred sites. So without much further ado, I'm going to introduce that, because our team, we had a small team that day, just putting that intelligence into channel and seeing what our new friends had to tell us.
I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Only other thing standing out to me.
Sorry, yep. Go, go,
The only
go.
other thing, the only other thing standing out to me from my notes was I had written down that the clip-auth was still functioning because of the Archon grids, and I don't know that we have checked on that since we took those down.
Yeah, well, the clip off is just like time. We didn't manage to catch up with time. And time's part of the clip off. I think we damaged it, but you know, like, I don't think we have enough intel to run the complete collapse operation that we want to run
Yet.
yet. Yeah. But yeah, so, you know, like, but there's so many tangents, there's so much work to do, and some fresh faces would be appreciated at this time. The thing I want to do today is to channel Palenque. For those of you who don't know what Palenque is, it's a temple complex that was the center of the Mayan calendar religion. It also happens, the complex itself is probably 10 square kilometers, but it hasn't been, not all of it has been recovered from the forest. They haven't hacked back the forest, and they don't know exactly how much temple is there. But our team did a meditation on Palenque last week, and we revived, I think it was 6 different deities that had been sidelined, and they were all dancing. Was it 6 or was it 7? I'm just yeah.
There was one that was brown, but I kind of saw her as like orange but covered in caked mud, and so she needed some time to like dance around with her friends, and
she needed a wash. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. And that sounds like the hippie deity there, right there. God bless it. Yeah. But anyway, we revived a bunch of deities in Palenque, but this mission was out of character for us. It was it was definitely a right turn in what we were doing, a sharp turn in what we usually do. So I wanted to bring the consciousness of the temple complex into Shannon in this case. Does that sound like a good idea? Yeah, you called, we helped. What's this all actually about? That's kind of my question, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I've got the consciousness here. Yeah. I'm just going to bring it over to you, Sharon. Shannon, sorry. You got it?
The name Ouija?
A Ouija. How are you, a Ouija?
I am present.
Did you enjoy our visit this week?
Yes. It's like little children visiting.
You called out to us though, right?
Yes.
What are you actually after from us?
You have the soul keys to unlock the timelines that are buried? No. She's showing me
Mothered, would that be a better
like
word?
they're locked. They're locked up. If that makes any sense.
Well, that's why we need
Band.
keys.
Yes. There's an entanglement. Must be straightened.
Who is the
Must be
culprit?
clean.
Who did this?
Black figure. Shadow eyes. Black wings.
You got a name?
O.P. Quiedos. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. O.P. I.E. CCHUS. I think that's what I'm seeing.
Okay. So he's from the Mayan religion, is he?
The dark
Yeah,
The
he
dark
feels
religion.
right. And so he's locked up some timelines that are relevant to Earth or Palenque Temple or what?
Connecting the two.
Is Palenque Temple disconnected from Earth?
It's entangled, so
It's not disconnected, but its circuits are pointed somewhere else.
yes.
How did you find us?
I heard of you.
Say again?
I've heard of you. Gaia whispers. I still feel her heart. I'm distantly connected to her.
Is there still some entanglement that remains?
There is. You guys are the keys.
What will happen once we clear this?
Communication will be strong again. That the communication will be strong so that okay, she's gone. I saw that the flow of communication was going to increase energies and strengthen. That's what I was seeing.
So you're talking about Gaia's internal connection network. So her intranet is going to be stronger.
Yes.
Do you have advice for the team on how to approach the entanglement and clear it completely?
Approach with pure love. bring your light energy. You'll be able to see the entanglements. And you'll know what will be in disarray and how to fix it with the light.
Is this the only location on Earth that needs this kind of help?
Australia needs work too.
Say again?
Australia needs work too.
Okay.
There is a temple there in Australia. Just like the third temple.
That's interesting. Thank you for that update.
Is there something that needs to be removed from the entanglement? Is there something that's there that's not supposed to be?
I see little black, fuzzy, sticky things, little balls of sticky.
Sticky garbage. Yep. I got it. I'm going to start clearing now. How far are we into liberating Earth? How are we advancing well? Like, where are we up to?
64%. Good. In good standing. Gaia is very pleased. She's very happy with the help and assistance.
What was that number in 2019?
23.
Wow. I think I got the bulk of this entanglement.
You three see it now.
Yeah.
I see white selenite pillars you're placing there.
Yeah.
This helps triangulate and angle the light to the deepest parts of the entanglement.
The entanglement's feeding off you, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. The entanglement, as you are shedding light and releasing, there are souls that were locked in there coming through and being released.
You got them. It's not a small number either.
No, it was like a knot encasing these souls.
Yeah. And so what percentage of demon kind remains, in your opinion? as opposed to 2019?
Within the vicinity of Earth,
Yeah.
there's still pockets. 30%.
I think that's more than we caught up with.
There's some still in underground.
But it seems like that artery is clear, that major artery is clear, or fairly clear.
Mm-hmm. It's much brighter now. There's still lots of entanglement, but it's much better now.
I don't think we're done, but like the hard part's done. Do you know the living Red Queen?
Living?
The living Red Queen.
Is she living?
I'll take that as a no. There is a wizard out there who was married to Valam Votan. Is this ringing a bell for you?
I see she's no longer.
He did. Oh no, they don't die, they just become the deity, don't they?
Yes. In stone.
Of course. Do the other major ley line confluence points need this same kind of help?
There's a ley line along the Pacific Rim
Yeah.
that's being strangled.
Yeah, somewhere around Kursk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's a spot in the Philippines. It's not as close to a volcano. There's a blurry line near Chile, along the coast of Chile. There's a blurry line.
I've been
It's
met
not
with
strong there.
Yep. I'm just going to start drawing a map.
Antarctica needs lots of work still.
Well, I bet that's why it's such a stronghold.
There's lots of temples
Yeah,
down in Antarctica.
awesome.
I see at least 6. There may be more.
Any other locations that really need our attention?
The Greenland, Iceland area. There is manipulation there that can easily be stopped. It's human manipulation. That sends ripples through the rest of the world.
What's the best timeline? What's the best possible outcome where the cabal no longer rules the earth?
Oh, that's definitely a possibility.
Which timeline, and what's the first date where that's feasible? What's the first time that could happen?
The first date?
Yeah, what's the first possibility?
The earliest it could possibly happen.
Yeah.
Very, very soon. November?
What's the percentage chance that that timeline's going to play out?
89%.
Yeah, wild. What's the spark that sets it off?
Elections. I bet it's the elections in the US.
Yes. If they have the elections. I see tampering, a staged an event that's going to cause a sort of hiccup, like it prevents, delays the election. A scare event. I see many people being scared. But it is a facade. And the threat is really not there.
Total false flag.
Yes.
These temples that are at many of these sites, were these manipulations to the ley lines?
Yes. Trying to redirect the power to these temples. The third temple is larger than most, like a harvester, siphoning energy from these ley lines, like drawing blood from veins.
And if we shut down these temples, that further reduces the operational capacity of the Illuminati, right?
Reduces the triangulation, the efforts.
What's the one asset that if they lost it, they would lose the Earth?
I don't understand.
If there was one thing that we could take off the Illuminati, if there's one magical piece of infrastructure that if we destroyed it, then their rule would be ended.
They have in place not just one, but multiple, spreading out the power. If one goes, the other three are fine, can live by. They don't put their eggs in one basket.
What if we destroyed all 4 of them at the same time?
Yes, of course.
Then it's over.
Can you tell us where these 4 temples are?
West of Russia, northwest of Russia,
You mean Santa Claus's workshop?
Irsk,
Say that again.
Irsk,
You spell that?
Ursk. I hear that sound.
Perth. Yep.
Australasia, a new continent, newly identified continent. Mostly underwater.
Oh, I got it. I got it. These are all underground black cubes, aren't they?
Yes.
And if they lost them, then they lose the planet.
Greenland,
Well, that's awesome. You know?
underground.
Is there anything that you really need to tell us?
off the coast of Southern California, in the ocean, underground. Highly protected. Something you should look into as well.
We can do that.
I
that
see
every-
lots of selenite pillars you're putting out. I see more and more now.
Hello. By the way, it's 8:59 p.m.
Anybody got any more questions? No?
What's the best way to close down the temples?
They were built with ancient wisdom, tapping into ancestral lines to find the inner wisdom.
Are they powered by souls on the planet, these temples, because they're connected to these ancestral lines?
Yes, many humans were sacrificed at these locations that generated the initial power.
Is there infrastructure within the temples that needs to be destroyed so that they don't keep harvesting energy?
Yes, there's ancient technology that can't be destroyed.
Really?
So, eight-sided sphere. In the center.
Thank you for that.
I don't think it's crystal. It's like an eight-sided. Is it a Merkaba?
I think that's all we need. We figure it out from there.
Yeah. You've been really, really helpful.
Is there any other advice or information that you think we would find useful?
Love and light. Pure love, pure light.
All right. Love to you, sweetie. Thank you so much. Bye for now. How was that?
Lots of visuals, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we could tell, yeah. But it sounds like you've got enough intel that we can follow those into those bases, all of those locations that were discussed, or everything that was
Right.
shown.
The eight-sided sphere, I was kind of getting the impression that it might be a Merkaba or something of similar tech.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. So now we have a to-do list.
Yeah, it really helps with figuring out how to talk, like basically giving us the playbook.
Well, look, 4 targets to break the back of the cabal. Let's hope it's really that simple. You know, then it's not, I don't think it'll be the end, but you know, we'd all be better off if those guys were on the run rather than calling the shots.
Right. I don't think it's going to be a simple task, but at least we have the edge of knowing.
Well, I think we can expect it to be kind of messy, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
but you know, I do hope that there's some lynchings or some hangings or something, you know, something really visually cathartic. But I'm looking forward to this. What's that?
I was just curious if anyone knows where Ersk is.
It's in
Kursk.
Russia.
Yeah, it's on the east coast of Russia.
Why was I seeing northwest of Russia?
Because that's a place too. But but I've got an interesting little story to tell you. The Russians also colonized the North American continent.
Not surprising.
Yeah.
Now it's called Fort Ross, but it used to be called Fort Rus. And the English bought it off them just to make them. They weren't doing much, you know. They were trapping and doing skins and stuff like that, but it wasn't a big place. But yeah, I think we've done good.
I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah.